Now we are going to see how the double slit acts as coherent sources. Look at here. Here one source is placed, source of light is placed. Therefrom light is emitted. The light emitted from the source that can be represented in the form of waves. In any wave, there are two regions, they are called as crest and trough. Look at that. In any wave, there are two positions are there, they are called as crest and trough. So let us take the first wave. The uppermost positive peak of the wave, that should be called as crest. Are you clear? In the negative side, the lowermost position here is called as what is this? Trough. Or we can call it as negative peak of the wave can be called as trough. Again this one should be mentioned as crest. This one must be mentioned as trough. So in any wave, there are two important positions are there, crest and trough. Here let us imagine this is the light wave which comes from the first slit. Here there are two slits are used. Are you clear? In a single opaque screen, two holes are made. These two holes, they are called as double slits. Are you clear? So here these two sources, they are going to act as the coherent sources. Here let us imagine this is the first slit and this one is the second slit. Here imagine that this is the first wave that comes out from the first slit. Now I am going to draw the wave from the second slit. Are you clear? Look at that. So we can draw like this. So in the second wave also, that is a wave from the second slit, there also you can write crest and trough points like this. Crest, trough like this. Here these two waves, they are going to superpose with one another. These two waves, they are going to superpose with one another. When these two waves are superposing, interference will take place. When the crest of the wave, first wave, when the crest of the second wave, when both the two are superposing with one another, what will happen? You will get the resultant displacement, and the resultant one will have the greater amplitude. Are you clear? Crest, both are interfering, and the amplitude of the resultant will be more. So here constructive interference will take place. Here this is the trough and this is a trough portion. When the two troughs, when both are interfering with one another, then also constructive interference takes place and the amplitude becomes greater. Is it clear? So we can draw like this. Are you clear? Again the crest and crest both are interfering with one another, therefore amplitude becomes greater, and then here trough positions are interfering, again constructive interference takes place. So like that, here wherever the crest and crest points, when they are interfering, wherever the trough and trough points are interfering, the amplitude will become greater in the resultant wave. Are you clear? So this is the superposed wave. Are you clear? So you will get the constructive interference points. There you will get the maximum intensity points. Maximum intensity points you will get. The intensity of the light will be maximum. Are you clear? So in those points you are able to observe the constructive interference. Constructive interference. There you can see the bright band. There you can see the bright band. So make a note. So this is the first theory that is based on the wavefront. Are you clear? With the help of wave, I have explained the phenomena of constructive interference. Are you clear? Now I am going to explain the destructive interference by using the waves. Listen here. These are all the waves which are originating from the A slit. These are all the waves which are originating from the B slit. Okay. From these two slits, the waves are originating. So here, look at the wave. So in which you are able to observe the position of the crest and trough. Here also, the second wave from the B slit also having trough and crests. Sometime what will happen now, the crest of the first wave and the trough of the second wave both may be superposing with one another. Look at that, crest and trough both are superposing with one another here. Trough and crest both are superposing with one another. Crest and trough both are superposing with one another. After superposition, here these two they will interfere and superpose, and they won't create any wave at all. Or you are not able to observe any resultant wave. So you will get the zero amplitude wave. Zero amplitude wave means complete darkness will be created. Complete darkness will be created in the case of resultant wave. So you are not able to observe the resultant wave. If there is no light means, if there is no light, there is no intensity means, it shows complete darkness. It shows that their destructive interference has happened. Okay. So in the previous case, we have seen that the crust and crust, when both are superposing, or trough and trough, when both are superposing with one another, constructive interference was seen. Now here, the crust and trough and crust, these points are superposing with one another. Because of that, destructive interference will happen. Therefore, minimum intensity or zero intensity points will be created in the interference pattern. Okay. So I have explained the phenomena of interference clear with the help of double slit experiment, and I have already explained that how the double slit acts as the coherent source. In the meantime, with the help of the wave phenomena, I have explained about the cause of the interference pattern. Okay.